Okay.
Hi, my name's Lindsay McGann. I'm here from the UMass Extension Nutrition Education Program. We're down for our last week at the Downtown Farmers Market. If you're looking for us, next week we'll be at the Ruggles Farmers Market. We're going to do, our recipe today is super simple, something that everybody's made, but kind of put a little twist on it, something that you've probably never tried. We're going to do a grilled cheese with apple in it. So, we're going to start with our apple. I have a ginger gold apple today. It's kind of like the consistency of, I would say, like a Gala, an Empire, or a Cortland, only it's green. It's a little sweet, but it's not too sweet, and it kind of holds its own. You wouldn't want to use an apple like a Macintosh because it'll break down real easy. And we cut ours yesterday. It's a little browned, but a little trick to get you ahead if you wanted to is we put it in cold water with lemon juice in it. So I'm just going to take my pretty pieces. You can use them all though. And I'm going to get your pan going. You're going to need a little oil because you don't want your apples to stick. I need my spatula. Let it get hot. Ours is going to get really hot really quick because of the type of pan it is. But you're going to let your apples go in there. You're going to take a little bit of cinnamon and sugar. Not too much because apples are sweet anyway. So I have a little sugar. I'm going to sprinkle on it. And then I've got my cinnamon. A light cinnamon dust. You're cooking these up because in the grilled cheese, they're not really going to soften, and you guys know how apples are crunchy. And if you were okay with that being in your sandwich, that's alright too. You don't want to soften them up too much, but you do want them to lose a little bit of their texture. And they're going to help you melt the cheese. Alright, so my apples, I can see they're starting to turn a little clear. They're getting a little brown just beside the cinnamon. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to leave them on my cutting board because I'm going to need them in a second. Now I'm going to show you the trick of those sandwiches that you get at restaurants that you don't understand how your grilled cheese doesn't come out like that at home. We have a butter spray. You're going to spray your bread. Put it butter side down in the pan. Doesn't matter if the pan's not that hot. The slower you cook it, actually, the better the bread will come out. Spray the butter spray on the other side. Let it get hot. The way you'll know if the bread is actually starting to toast is it'll start to slide easier in the pan. So right now it's kind of sticking, but as soon as it gets hot, it'll be real loose. And you can always check it, of course. So the secret is that a restaurant, when they toast their sandwiches, they toast the inside and the outside. When you're at home, most of the time you're just toasting the outside, and that's why you'll notice that your sandwiches don't come out quite as crispy and as big, even though you feel like you're using the same bread. So this one I can feel is a little loose. I'm going to flip that one over. You can see that this one's got a little bit of the brown coloring in it. It's starting to toast. You can see it toasting over here. If it gets a little crispier than that, don't worry about it. Nobody's judging. So now you want to toast the other side. We already sprayed it, remember? I'm using Swiss cheese. You could use one slice of Swiss. I got two slices here. You could use one slice of Swiss, and if you liked a cheese that had a little bit more flavor to it, you might want to throw a piece of cheddar in there, maybe some jack cheese, whatever you like. Throw it in there. And let it start to get a little melt on. And the same thing's going to happen on this side. You'll be able to feel when it's starting to get loose. And you can also go ahead and take your hot apples and throw them in your sandwich. If you wanted to make a bunch of these, I would suggest that you diced your apples up. Really, you could cut them any way you wanted. Put them together. Give them a little squish. Flip it over. Make sure you get a little melt on. See the color on this one? You can tell it's starting to get good. if you had problems with your cheese melting, or you wanted it to be a little meltier, you could always take a piece of tin foil and throw a little tent of tin foil over it. But here you have it. It's our grilled cheese with apple. So I hope you guys come down and visit us at the... my friend.
Thank you.
Is that your sister over there?
Yeah.
Does she want one?
Can I do that?
You're all set? Sure.
Great.
What do you think, Hannah?
I think it's good. I like it.